Okay, so Car Chronicle, I just want to tell you guys, if you use the emergency room as your primary care provider, you're doing yourself a big disservice. So yesterday, when I tell you I got cursed out, and I was only trying to help someone and educate them. So the person was very angry because he only received a 30-day supply of his medications from the emergency room. And I said, well, you didn't make your appointments here. What's going on? And he says, well, I don't have time to make my appointments here. I work Monday through Friday. And I said, well, we're open Saturday. And he says, and when am I going to have time to do what I need to do for myself? And I said, we open at 7:30 in the morning. Well, I don't get up until 10. I'm like, okay, well, we close at 7. We open 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening on Saturday. Okay. He said that wasn't possible and that we shouldn't make people come to the office to get med refills. And I said, well, when you have certain disease processes, we need to check certain things like your kidneys, your liver functions to make sure everything is okay. And he says, well, honestly, I went to jail. And I said, well, why did you go to jail? He tells me that he was in the emergency room cutting a monkey because he demanded a 90-day supply from the ER physician so he would not need to keep coming back to the emergency room every month to get his med refills. And I said, well, you had your blood work done in the ER. I said, I'll give you a 3-month supply because I know what your labs are now. And hopefully you'll come back in 3 months for a recheck. He says, I won't. I'll stay in the ER. I'm like, So let me ask you guys a question. Do you use the emergency room as your primary care provider? If you do, what benefits do you receive from that? I honestly want to know. Have a good day. Bye.